Frau Wiese. Frau Wiese. Back from the dead. What? Maybe. It's getting dark. It's getting dark. Everyone is tired, dark.
Tired and dark.
No. Wow. She's Madame Electricity. Electric monster. Her spiritual name is Dynamo. Dynamic meditation. Leftover Osho.
Everywhere leftovers. Leftover from the crew.
Yeah. The expiring date is beyond expiring date. One gets one cheaper. Reduced.
Yeah, we are already beyond the expiration.
Absolute.
That's a good sign.
100 years ago you would be already 30 years older than you should be. Or could be. Or so we always have to offend them. Oh, if you ever get as old as you look. No, that's not a compliment.
No.
Then you really didn't live.
It's another way to see it.
Yeah, that's something you can learn here. Different point of view. If you look into a mirror, I love every wrinkle of my lived out face. Sure, okay. Everyone is tired today, huh? Something is tired. The mood is tired. Monday, bloody Monday. First day of work and stuff. And
feels like Wednesday.
Feels like Wednesday.
This is my third day here.
Wedding day. Wednesday. Mercury. It's a Mercury day, Wednesday. Today is lunatic day. All lunatics.
But it was every day.
No, Monday. Lunar day. Yesterday it was sun. And today it's lunatics unlimited. Okay. Heidi, now you saved everything. You want to save more, huh? What?
It's okay.
What? That you don't have questions?
Yeah.
You save them for next whatever. Just in case there comes another one. She goes to. I look at their Facebook page, she is friend to everyone.
Yeah?
You know, to all the
Any friends?
Andreas Meyer and Samarpan and Isaac and all these famous names you find there. Yeah, I have to check everyone out. I will have to know. Very open to everything. Heidi, why not?
Yes.
So. Yeah.
This morning you said, you know
your baby will die, but you can't quite kill it.
You cannot save it.
Yeah, but you also can't kill it yourself.
Yeah, but you can't save it too.
No, exactly.
Because you cannot save it, you cannot kill it. It will be gone one day, but
It hurts.
well,
Sometimes.
not me.
No.
No, it's like everyone is in love with this whatever person, story, stuff. So already now suffering that it one day it may be gone. Actually, it wants to make it go, but it's afraid too. It's like schizophrenic.
Yeah.
It cannot wait until it's gone, but it's afraid when it will happen. So, what stupidity, you know? So it came by itself and will gone by itself. Every love comes and goes. Every relationship has a beginning and an end. That's the nature of relationships, these experiences of. So everybody came and everybody will be gone. Every lover came and every lover will be gone. But you, the absolute lover, cannot leave. So infinite relationships and weddings and stuff and melting into oneness and still alone. Always the widow, the absolute widow. The leftover widow. But it's a nice opera, musical, the joyful widows, the gay widows. Ja, die lustigen Witwen. Why not Witwer? It's always the men have to die.
That's so horny.
Hans Lehrhaar. Good. This book. Fresh in English now. No?
No question now.
Okay. So I can keep my answer. It's like you may die with your answer. Don't release you. Huh? Nanda? Did you go swimming today? No?
I made a hike.
Hike?
Yeah.
You went high.
High.
High. On the peak of the mountain. On the peak of the fire mountain. It's quite steep, huh?
Yeah.
It's quite something. It looks so harmless. Okay. Some other experience today. You went swimming?
No.
Yeah, but you planned to. Empty promises. I thought I come and then I see fresh, boiled from
I am fresh. I was taking a shower.
yeah, but from the term there, from hot water. No, just a shower. But Jose is too tired.
Jose has Durchfall.
Ah,
Das
diarrhea.
Das deutsche Essen ist zu gesund für mich.
The air is too healthy here, you cannot take it.
Depuration.
Sure, it's the air.
And facing his destiny and all the rollada old people. I'd rather die. Ria. This is the Yama town.
Yama.
This is the end of Yama. No, nothing to Yama about. Yeah, it's a Yama town. It's like you're working in an emergency, whatever, hospital, the first thing, it's the same. Yama around.
And this is a cemetery also.
Where?
Here.
That's a Jewish one.
Oh. Even
Yeah, that's a Jewish one.
Here is an
Only Jewish, only Jews.
Here on the property,
Yeah. Only Quaker.
was destroyed by the Nazis.
Quack, quack. It's a frost cemetery.
$25 a pop.
The Pope? No, the Pope doesn't come here. I'll get serious. Don't make this. Funeral jokes. The doctors in an emergency, he always told me years ago that they always bet if someone comes in with some stab wound or bullet inside and that 50-50 makes it or not, and then betting. Yes, this one not.
You have to pass time.
He made so much money off winning.
Winning by queuing or winning by sleeping?
betting.
Betting.
Yeah, but...
Who makes it, who not.
Yeah, I understand. Like,
And they have the injection in the hand. Should I or shouldn't I? Depends
If he dies,
if I'm for or against it.
wow. But if you bet that they're going to live, then you really have to work. Huh?
No, then they make money from it.
Artificial
If they keep living. If they just die, they go just to the cemetery. So, for me, we had to rest or whatever, all the celebrations in our big hall there. Funerals are always the most funny, the most joyful. Yeah, he's dead, and then they drink and oh. Weddings are the most sad ones. They're all very. There are two families, they have to know each other first, and then there's two parties checking out. This will be my next relative. Oh my goodness.
Lebenslänglich.
Hmm?
Lebenslänglich.
No, not these days anymore. Lifetime you get when you are born. Lifetime imprisonment in this body, and on top of it, your death penalty. What's worse? Yeah, come on, ask me something, otherwise I get into old stories.
Okay, then I have a question. You said at some point in another
I
talk,
may have.
yeah, you may have said something along the lines of when a teacher tells a story about before and after, we should run or we should not, or like this is not, then this is bullshit. Like when a teacher
No,
says,
you can start laughing.
okay, but in your case, there was also a before and an after. You have like a period where
No.
where there was light and stuff.
Yeah, but I'm not claiming that from one point I knew myself or I realized my true nature or something. I talked about the enlightenment, awakening experience.
Okay.
And if that is a before and after is different than before. From now on, from then on, I know my true nature and everything changed or something, or now nothing is touching me anymore. Before it was like this, and now it's this before and after thing.
Okay.
That is always sounds good.
Because I hope that at some day I will say such a story about it before and after, where then it's better. So that's my hope. That
Yeah, that's everyone's hope. That's why people come. They already want to be in the after
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
The famous afterlife is always very promising.
But it didn't exist.
No, it exists. That's part of the fairy tales of teachers and disciples. Because it exists, it doesn't exist. That's why it's a dream experiences. In a dream there are unawakened and awakened ones, and there is before and after. But in reality there is no such thing as before and after. Before reality and after reality, you have to just do. Before I was unreal and now I'm real, or once upon a time, it's always the thing. Whatever is in time is in dream.
Because before you said something along the lines of
Along the line, always.
along the lines of that you speak from experience, but I don't know if it was a joke, like hours ago. You said like yeah,
No, I
know
made
how it
jokes.
is.
No, I made jokes about human, whatever, personal experiencing, and from there I talk. I talk about experiences of a person. But I make a distinction between the personal experience and the stories and experiences, and you can only talk from experiences.
Yeah.
But from what you are, you will never talk.
And I also don't experience
What?
what I am then. Because when I'm like the wholeness or the peace, it doesn't need peace, I never experience it in my daily life.
Yeah, that's what I say. It's not
so
for,
it's there, but
it's not for you.
So it's only in deep sleep. So
No, even there you cannot experience it. It's never an experience.
So it's never there. Okay.
It's never there or where.
Yeah, okay.
It's not here and not now and not later and not before or anything.
It sounds also like a dream.
That's why I say, whatever you can talk about comes from experiences, but not from what you are.
But how is it possible that
Yeah, how it's possible? Look at it, how possible it is.
I mean
What a possibility!
how can I not experience what I am?
Yeah, for that it needs two. One experience and some experience. And that is a dream.
Okay.
You can just not be, that's all. But that you cannot experience. You can just be, but it's not an experience. The purest thing is awareness, experience, awareness, being this awareness experience. But already that is second-hand. It's a mirror, but not that what is.
Okay.
Yeah, there is then and then and then.
And you said at some point something along the lines
I may have said that.
You said that with me there starts the misery.
What?
With the me,
When the me starts, the misery starts.
yeah, but it always starts.
Yeah, and the me is your very first enemy. And enemy is your enemy. First, especially the first me. That's your biggest enemy. Me, 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 me.
Yeah, and I cannot get it away.
For what you to get it away?
Yeah, because
Who needs
misery
it?
is negative.
No, the question is who needs the me to go? Only the me wants the me to go. Only for the me is too much.
Yeah, I don't like misery. Yeah.
Yeah. But I like you in misery.
Okay.
Always if someone else is in misery, you don't mind. It's not my me. My me, your me. It's a big crummy.
If you were in misery, I wouldn't mind.
No. Now you're lying like hell. That would be double stupid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, du Jugend forscht. The English word is no. The young scientists, they try to find out. They're fresh power and they want, and they think if no one else before me found out who he is, I will do it. Because I am fresh and young and
Yeah, I mean, what else should I do with my time, right?
make money. That's the only, whatever, if you have some extra energy and think, just work harder and make more money. I don't know for what, but
That doesn't get my interest.
just spend your time that you can later spend money. You spend your time for nothing and spend your money for nothing. It's like dire straits. Checks for free, money for nothing. Checks for free. Chicks for free, huh? Yeah, everyone understood checks or chicks?
I never heard checks. Much better actually.
Checks? Yeah, social security, wellness checks. Money for nothing, checks for free.
Chicks for free.
Chicks for free.
Chicks for
I know, but I like checks for free more. Chicks are never free. They cost a lot of money. Chicks cost a lot of checks. Check it out, baby. Chicks for free. Yeah, it's like a rock star philosophy. That's why the dire straits playing. Yeah, what else? Make more money for your retirement. Come on, you're a good German. Work your ass off when you're young, when you can, that you can spend money when you don't need it anymore. Yeah, what else I may have said? On the line, online.
No, I mean, for me it makes sense. For me, life is like a very, like metaphorically, a very hot room, and I try to find a way out. And then you say, just do nothing. It makes no sense. And I'm like,
I didn't say make nothing. I just work your ass off for money. It's the only
yeah, I'll
thing
make money.
what comes out of it.
Yeah, I'll make money. Yeah.
Yeah, make money.
Yeah, it doesn't help. I made, not millions, but enough to see that it doesn't bring me anything.
Yeah, but that's the best, that it doesn't bring anything. But now you're saying spirituality brings you something. It's even worse.
Yeah, that's the hope.
Yeah, but it's the same bullshit.
Yeah.
At least for money you have something you can spend later.
Yeah.
Spirituality, maybe when you maybe claim to be awake and sitting somewhere to collect disciples or something. It pays off. Writing books about your way, I did it my way or something. My before and my after. My after, that's good. My shitty way. My after. My before and my after. No, I just made it a pointer that all the stories of enlightenment and things is just fairy tales.
Yeah, but that's a phrase I cannot believe you. I'm sorry.
You don't have to believe me. You may find out later. You have so much time in front of you. You can waste it day by day, looking for yourself. It's the biggest waste you can do, looking for what you are. It's such a bullshit, huh? You are what you are and you're looking for it. It's the biggest joke on ever. That what is seeking is that what is seeking. Fantastic, huh? And then the idea, it will pay off when I know myself. I will end suffering when I know myself. There will be no me anymore, no misery, joy forever, uninterrupted joy and ecstasy. Yeah, that's the idea.
Yeah.
Permanent comfort.
Paradise.
Yeah, comfort.
Yeah. It doesn't exist.
The banana grow into your mouth. That's called a monkey mind. The enlightenment banana grows into your mouth. You don't even have to seek it. You even become a monk for that. So that's called monkey mind. The key for paradise. You're looking everywhere for the key for paradise. Or you think, I have the key, I have a key experience, now I look for the door. Where does it fit? And you may find out there are no doors. There's only highway to hell. AC/DC. There's no stairway to heaven, there's only highway to hell. Or they meet at the middle. Where are you going? Hell. And you? Heaven. Both is the same. When there's heaven, there's hell. Sure. Both come together. Paradise. Garden Eden. Where Adam understands Eve. That's impossible. That's really one thing which never can happen. That men understand women. Even Stephen Hawking, the biggest intellectual or whatever, mind or intellect ever, said, I understand the whole universe, all particle, all quantum physics and all parametric systems and how the world is functioning, but my wife and my daughter, no way. That's still a mystery. So, yeah. So if that is like someone sits somewhere and says, I know my true nature. It's the same like as someone would say, I know my wife. I understand my wife. Huh? Even the wife doesn't understand the wife. A woman never, no? Do you understand yourself? How you react and what happens? And all your hormone, all your system and all your little tendencies from there to left and one is always ready to give in. Okay, today is like, okay, it's like the weather, unpredictable. Out of the blue, dark clouds rising. There was not even a warning. Wow, and then lightning coming, ooh, and what have I done? You know what you have done. Men are so easy, yeah? Ja, so, ja.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, come on, you just leave Johannes alone in the living room smoking and on computer and you just go to Hell's Kitchen and leave him alone. That's easy. Or you never meet, he goes to bed at 7 in the morning, you get up, and when you come home, you never meet him, that's the best.
Here we are.
Yeah, only here. Hoppla hier und hoppla da.
A challenge.
A challenge? Now in the hotel in one room and then being together here, boy, that's too much, huh? Wow. It's really test. Oh. Yeah, you see, that is talking from experiences about relationship and all of that, and having fun about it and thing, and that we can talk about experiences. Yeah. And the dementia comes, names are, the countries I always remember, but the name. Ukraine, come on,
Would you like a question?
whatever.
We are now sitting in the Quaker house, and I learned that this is the house of stillness.
The what?
Quaker house? Yeah, this is
Is what?
Quaker house?
Quaker.
Yeah.
Quack, quack.
So,
Little bit French. Quack, quack. Quack, 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 quack.
and
Quacking.
this is the house of stillness,
Yeah.
in silence. And what I think that you might have said is that quietness and stillness is the answer and the question, to many things. Yet, why the talk and not the quiet time?
Yeah, but for me, talking is being quiet.
Yeah? How?
Yeah, because I don't say anything. And you don't understand anything?
Yes. It's true. It takes a lot of energy to not understand.
Yeah, you get tired and you get quiet by it. So it's a technique of getting still. Because you get into the position of it's everything futile. Understanding is futile, and suddenly the mind stops. And then there is stillness, which was there even with the mind, with the talking. So the stillness is not something that something has to be quiet. Stillness is your nature. And then the mind stops because I talk like koans. You cannot understand. You cannot break them. And then there is suddenly you are quiet. You are quiet, and you are quiet in stillness. Like you are still in stillness. It's like a baby who is satisfied by getting enough milk for some time. That's why it's called stilling. Giving something to feed, something to digest, and then you are satisfied and quiet. And there is stillness. Even if something moves, the stillness then is not something new, it was already there, and then it's not an experience, it's just like you don't know. So for that you don't have to be quiet. The stillness you have to be quiet for is fake. That's in the beginning, as nothing ever happened, we talked about. This is like stillness. There's nothing coming, nothing going. There's no movement at all. Whatever is absolutely still. Already done, already finished. There is only stillness. Even movement in nature is stillness. So that's why it's this stillness. Uninterrupted stillness. Undisturbable. But most of the time your attention goes to the blah 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 of your so-called mind, and your attention goes away from it. But suddenly if the mind disappears in a way because it gets still, then suddenly it's like an open secret. It was always there. So that's called empty words, empty understanding. Nothing ever happened. But first maybe it may look like that you understand, you try to understand, but then you get exhausted. Something get exhausted, and then getting, and suddenly there's, So it's more like in Osho, dynamic meditation or dynamic whatever, is like you exhaust something but can get exhausted. And if it's totally exhausted, then It is that what already was there before, is now and will be it's not even a presence. It's very complicated. Vaivu Vayu, very complicated intellectual pointing to the absence of a presence and then even the absence of the presence, presence, absence, presence. You cannot follow. So you get lost. And being absolutely lost in you don't know. There is what you are. But it's not an understanding. It's more than natural to be that. It doesn't need any experience. It doesn't need any understanding. There is no need for anything. It is in an absolute satisfaction by itself. So, and it may or may not happen. But I don't try, I just do. I just be that and then letting the loudspeakers, putting something out, talking you to death. Yeah, exactly like a dead experience. Very dead, it's like zero. No movement, no experience of life, totally dead. That's where Jesus went when he was saying, going to the dead, to the absence of the presence of movement and what you call life, which is the totality. So the totality is stillness. And then to say, even that cannot kill you. You are in absolute stillness what you are. So you are that what cannot be killed by itself. So there is no fear left. Because there is no me possible. And no necessity of any experience. And then it's not so bad. And then this tastelessness of that, what is that? You have a taste of it in a way. But it's not tasted by you, by being it. And this is, compared to everything else, it's uncomparable. And then this is maybe your reference point, your new reference point. Because now your reference point is a person, movement, living, ideas and things. So this is all about a new reference point. You refer to yourself not anymore to anything. So the absence of a reference point, that becomes your reference point. And that you don't have to defend, so there is no need for fighting anymore. That's the end of the war with yourself. Absolutely easy to be, but impossible to become. By anything. Bye-bye. And that you cannot call awakening or anything. It's because it's so natural, it was and is and will be what you are. It's not something new. There is not something before and after. It never knows any before and after. There is no story left of anything. So that's why I always said it's not your story. What you are has no story. And whatever is a story is his story. It's a story of consciousness. Consciousness has a big story. For personal consciousness, impersonal, all the differences of consciousness. It's all his story, the story of consciousness. But what you are has absolutely no story. Neither time or no time. And no before and after, that's the main thing. That is never born, will never die. It would never claim to be unborn even. It would not say, I am the unborn. Even that, it would be, oh, what? Am I the unborn? What does it mean? So the end of one who claims to be someone. And the beginning is always awareness I, the claimer starts, the definer. And then he's claiming something. This is my life, my consciousness, my body. This is my claim, my knowledge, my interest, my. And that you cannot get rid of. This is a play of consciousness, a play of ownership and doership. and anything, and all what can be imagined. But despite of that, you are uninterrupted. And that cannot be attained by whatever happens in the consciousness, in the story. So, Shalava? No, quite. That why is still. It's absolutely still. 0, 0. The total 0 point of nothing ever moves or not moves, because there's not even space where it could move in. That one cannot imagine, because it's not an imagination. You cannot make an image out of it. So, but that is, the young want to make it an image. Then they get image. Image, image, imagination. Huh? How to stop imagining? Become John Lennon. Imagine all the people. No heaven above, no hell below. All one. And then, yes, please. Mother Mary, talk to me. Roll over, Beethoven. It's strange to have on your Haydn, Beethoven. Mal dir ein Bild. Maler. Ja, das höre. Anything? Oh. Go home again.
I have a graffiti right in front of my house in Düsseldorf where it says big words lost. So
Lost?
Lost. So every time I come outside, I face it with lost.
Yeah, get lost.
Yeah.
Be a loser. Get lost. Because gainer is, when you're a gainer, you own too much. When you are the Gloria gainer, the glory of a gainer, and then it's never enough. But losing doesn't work either. Being lost. Janis Joplin, no. Freedom is just another word for nothing left to lose. Then you have to die young. Because the danger of gaining again. Janis. Job. It's quite a big job, huh? Joplin. Dubliner. I was there, we nearly lost Jose a few times. In Ladakh once he was getting lost. Twice we were there together. He always had to give, first time he was a doctor, gave everyone the medicine against altitude sickness. The next time he nearly died himself. Almost sure. Always the big guys, they nearly die in the Ladakh, Himalayas.
Charlotte told me, if you don't get good today, tomorrow we put you in a plane.
Yeah, then you have to go. I heard the doctors are the worst patients. Always. Yeah. Yeah, if you want to want to get lost, you go to Himalaya and run the first day up and down the mountain into the stupa and all of that, and you think, oh, it's all not so bad, I feel very good and light and sing, and suddenly it stops. If you really want to stop the heart. The first time there were 5, 6, 10 people in bed for a few days.
How high is it?
4,500. It's quiet, then you have to be very quiet. A few days. But meditation is easier there, you don't have so much energy. Everyone likes it, everyone feels more empty up there. The mind gets.
Just not enough oxygen to burn.
Yeah, for the brain, for thinking. You need all your energy just for breathing.
I was talking there.
Huh?
Karl, I was talking there.
Yeah,
You stop in the middle of the sentence, or?
no. I was fit.
Okay.
I never had problems. I think I was 3 times up there, I think. No, it was nice. Nice talks, huh?
Yeah.
Have you had psychedelic experiences?
I have what?
Have you had psychedelic experiences?
Again.
Psychedelic experiences.
Yeah, now. What a vision here. I have permanent psychedelic experiences. It's all psychedelic. Huh? Or not? I don't know what it's not psychedelic. Huh? What is psychedelic for you? Did you take some? Ayahuasca maybe or something?
Maybe.
What maybe? Yeah, you can say it.
I'm fine saying that. Yes, I did.
Yeah, I smelt it. And was good?
Ayahuasca.
Nice journey.
My first journey was really terrible. It was mushrooms. Yeah.
Mushrooms.
Yes.
Magic.
From St. Petersburg, like north of Russia, very strong.
The Russians, they are always into that. Shamanic.
And unfortunately, I was very young, and I read Castaneda when I was 13, and I thought that it's a good idea.
No, but magic mushrooms, he was not so much. Little bit, no. More peyote.
Yeah, peyote, yeah. So I was not able to really integrate what I was. I cannot find the verb for it, but I was not able to integrate it very well back then. So it did not go very well for me the first time at all.
Yeah, it can be or it can be unpredictable how you react to anything.
Yeah, and ayahuasca showed me something that I never asked for. Like this was not my intention, or not something that I thought that would be.
You didn't imagine before it would be like that.
What's that?
You could not imagine before how
Yeah.
actually it was then or some whatever.
And Wachuma, or San Pedro, again was so incredibly gentle with me because I was terrified because of the previous experiences, and it was that way around. So it made me cry. But it was a hike, and it was a no hallucination.
What nation?
No hallucination. No hallucination. Like it was not.
Hallucination.
No hallucination.
always get your pronunciation is a bit different.
So it was a hike high in the mountains in Peru, and
Wow.
it was like I don't know, 3,500 meters of hike and Huachuma and San Pedro, and it was really. I can only embrace it with silence, but if there were no like vision or anything.
No. Bad. Jose again, he took ayahuasca in Brazil, he nearly died. Again. And he told me he was only saved by repeating my name. Fuck, I saw it.
And I was trying to remember your name, but I couldn't today. I think it's Karl Gustav Rudolf Renz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was so in a horror trip and repeating my name saved him. I could never imagine that.
But it worked.
It's like a mantra. Karl Gustav Rudolf. Karl Gustav Rudolf.
Get away from me, evil spirits.
So everyone is experienced, I think, with some drugs, perception drugs, huh?
70s, San Francisco.
What?
Have you lived in the 70s, like in the States?
It stopped 77, that was the last time I took 76. After 5 years taking peyote every day. Yeah.
For breakfast?
No, every morning having a sip peyote in some champagne, every morning a sip of peyote, and then milking cows and working and school and running a discotheque and stuff every day. No, every day in this tonal nagual differences. Presence, absence, permanent. Milking pink milk. No, getting used to the variation of that. Everything is natural, even if the shapes are changing or this one. It's just keeping quiet, being quiet in all circumstances, and dealing with police or that one or with teachers or something. Just full on, and they're changing the faces and thing, and you talk naturally to them. I like it. It's like now. Monster show. Yeah, not to be afraid about presence, absence, void, or anything. Yeah, I read end of the 60s Castaneda and all of that, and I think, okay, and then some friends brought it from New Mexico, some peyote, and then, okay, let's see. And there was never any fear or anything. It was just natural, taking it. Yeah, so you wanted to know. And all those experiences at night, and one day the dead experience and finding the hand in the dream, and the vacuum sucks you into the abyss of life, and then still you are, and you're fighting for life, and all these dreaming experiences, and like some are dreamers, some are stalkers, but I was a total dreamer. Going to all the different planets in the universe, meeting the tigers in there and so on. Yeah, it was fun for a while. But you get used to it and then it's nothing special anymore. visiting people in the dream, going there, and they tell you next, you came again, fuck off. Okay. All that can happen, everything is possible. But after a while it gets normal, and then next, what comes next? So nothing stays. Your interest is there for a while and then it goes. The same with cities or supernatural power, and you can manipulate things or something. You play with it and then it gets the same. After a while, interest drops. So it's all by the way, something comes and it goes again. But some get stuck in it, that's all. It's okay too, but when you're lucky, you don't get stuck in anything. Because all of that is traps. That you think it's your power, by your concentration, by your whatever special energy, you can do things, and this one can travel in. So you take it really personal. Even that you have impersonal experiences, you take it personal. You make a story out of it. So in that sense, I can talk about it, but just to make it normal. It's just nothing special. It's just by the way things happen. And in this consciousness, in this so-called dream of life, everything is possible. Everything. But you cannot find yourself in anything. The main thing is, wherever you go in planets and things, who is there? You. Yeah, it's like you cannot get rid of you. So what you are is, wherever you go, you are. You always, in the first you think you can get lost somewhere. Maybe when you're far away, Karl doesn't come with you. But who is there? Karl. Like this notion of I. Then you make stories out of everything. So what to do? It's just another story. It's all like a fairy tale. And then now I'm just okay, just the next sip of coffee is as much hallucination and imagination and things that. Just the next experience is as good or bad as everything. It doesn't need to be special. But before you're always hunting special, very intense experiences and this one and that one. No, it's okay, but still you're longing. It doesn't satisfy you. It's all empty. So it fails. All the experiences are failing. They cannot bring you what you're looking for. As intense they are and how amazing, and you see the whole universe is just light, and all the forms are not real, and everything is dissolving into a pure energy and all of that, pure. But all of that doesn't bring anything. It's all fleeting. It's like fleeting shadows who cannot bring you that what you're really longing for. And I like that. And all of that is fleeting. Just stories. Just once upon a time. Just a fairy tale with a beginning and an end. So it's all imagination. And imaginations cannot satisfy you. So there is no satisfaction in any of experiences. Not in the deepest, highest, whatever you can experience. Intensity. That I like. This is a joy. No satisfaction. I can't get in anything. No satisfaction. Absolutely no satisfaction. No sex, no anything. All of that is empty. All body experiences, all visions, blah, blah, blah. All fairy tales. All phantom life. Well, it's okay. But I enjoy it, that's empty. Now I enjoy the emptiness. That it doesn't bring anything. Doesn't make me more or less as what I am. Never more, never less as that. By whatever comes and goes. So there's absolutely no fear of losing something or not having enough. That is the end of fear, that you maybe can, because before there is a fear that you don't have enough, or it's too much, or anything. It's always too much or too less. But if it's always not enough and not too less, it's always different, but it doesn't make any difference, so what? What to do? Then you try harder and never hard enough. never fine enough. Even awareness is not fine enough. Even awareness is a mirage. Even this glorious awareness everyone talks about is just a mirage, just a fata morgana for what you're. Sorry, I don't want to disappoint you. Yes, I want. My total intention that you are totally disappointed by everything, even by yourself. Because even the self cannot give you anything. God, self, life, all of that is empty. Isn't it fantastic? Just imaginary. Wow. They only exist because you imagine it. Shalaba. All the balloons. Hot air. You become a balloonatic. Running after hot air. Yeah. Heidi. Heidi is always high. Her name is Hai. Di. Haida. Heidi, Haida. Huh? Hai Hopsasa. I'm da. It sounds good. I'm da. Heidi's your spiritual name is I'm da. I am da. Ida. Ida, yeah, it's a name. Ida. Yuda, Ida. Ida, I do. Yeah, Belen. Freezing? Boah, it's hot in here. Freezing. They're freezing.
The longing is also an imagination for the self, or what?
No, you imagine that one day you will be satisfied. Then you imagine all the mirage, the mirage, like the fata morgana, somewhere. It's like in the desert, there's like vibration of water and you're thirsty. Then you run after that vibration, but these vibrations cannot satisfy you. You're still thirsty. When you're there, you cannot drink. You have to drink of the fountain of life, of what you are. Because what you are is never thirsty. That is satisfying you. The fountain of life, which is what you are. You are the fountain. But now you look for some mirage. You're in the desert of mirages and me, hunting satisfaction.
So that longing shouldn't be enough or not enough, big or small, I mean.
No, that's the story of consciousness. That's why it's his story. The story of consciousness will always long for consciousness. It's a part, consciousness, the dream of consciousness. Consciousness longing to know consciousness. Always hungry.
Because the self doesn't know the self, so the self doesn't care about longing or not longing.
No, it's like consciousness has to be. It needs to exist. And then that doubtful existence needs to know what it is. It's like, because it's doubtful. A phantom. Already consciousness is a phantom. And the phantom, it's in despair. It's like one needs to know if it exists or not. It always needs confirmation because it has no own existence. So it needs always confirmation. But it will never be firm enough. Sometimes it's firm, sometimes not, and sometimes it's quiet, sometimes not. All the stories. But it needs always confirmation. Always gives. It's not independent by itself. And even the self needs attention. So that what is the self doesn't need any self. There's no idea of self. Life doesn't need any life. Life never knows life. That is more that what is you are. And that cannot be thirsty for something because there's no one there. Never was. There's no body. You cannot say form or non-form. Whatever you say, whatever you define, this is not. Say whatever you like. That you cannot not be. The rest is fiction. The rest is science fiction.
And what is this longing?
Love. Love. You long for yourself. The moment the self knows the self longs for the self. Totally crazy. The seeker is longing for the seeker. That what is seeking is longing to know the seeker. The biggest joke ever. Consciousness is longing for consciousness. Cannot stop. It's consciousness inquiring into his nature, infinitely. Phantom trying to be real.
And the nature can be known.
It cannot not be known. You are it. By being it, you are it. There's a knowledge of that what you are, but there is no knower.
Okay. Yeah.
But you want to be the knower of yourself.
Okay, I understand.
Then it's no. When you realize there cannot be a knower, then there is no. Ah.
And it's a relief.
Then there's no knower. No. Ah. Ha ha ha.
But sometimes you more or
What?
less, and then you forget again. I mean, in my
You cannot forget yourself.
what I mean is the idea.
No, you cannot.
Yeah.
That there is forgetfulness. You have to exist. There can be forgetting. You have to be. That there can be remembering. You have to be. So in forgetting you haven't forgotten, and in remembering you don't remember. There's maybe two experiences of knowing and not knowing, of forgetting and remembering. But you have to be that this can be.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you cannot not be. So even if you have forgotten yourself, you have to be. And even when you remember that you have never forgotten, you have to be. So this awakening is that you remember that you haven't forgotten. Oh.
Yeah.
And then you forget that you remembered again. Because with the body it goes again. So, what to do? And what am I doing? Reminding you?
It's more, for me, it's more being close to you than understand you. I mean you.
It's not, no.
Sometimes I don't care about what, sometimes.
Better you'd never care.
Yeah,
But it's impossible. Then you care that you don't care.
of course.
Mm.
It's more important the proximity of something than the words or the concepts to me. I don't know.
Oh, you don't like my words?
I like everything.
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
That's why I say good company is that you're in the company of someone you can take the bullshit he says
Exactly.
without any resistance.
Exactly, because I am a rational person, and if someone
Yeah.
says something I don't like it, like an idiot, me, but with you can say anything.
Yeah, because you don't to be lectured.
Yeah,
You don't like teachings, that you have to learn something.
exactly.
Because that is really, you feel raped by someone who tells you
Totally.
you have to learn something, you have to become different, you have to wake up, you have to do this, and then you resist, then you
Very. Like
you get angry.
yeah.
No, you enjoy it because no one wants anything from you.
Exactly. It's the only place or whatever that I feel like resting or something.
You can be stupid as hell, no one cares.
Totally. like that at home.
Yeah.
That's the idea.
No, it's just like
To me, yeah. Like, okay.
It's
Doesn't
freedom.
matter.
You're free. You feel the freedom that no one wants anything. You
Yeah.
can be clever or stupid or knowing or not knowing. Just carelessness,
Yeah, is that
which leaves you as you are. And then there's something that you don't even have to relax. That is quite relaxing.
exactly?
That you don't have to relax.
Mhm. And no one understands why I am here. My friends, my
no.
family, they say, what?
No. Don't try to explain anything.
No, I know. But when I say
And don't bring friends.
last time I brought one friend and she was like, oh,
I know. If you want to lose your relationship or break your marriage or lose your friend, bring him.
yeah. She was in Tiru and she went up to the mountain and the next night she was totally afraid and the next day we had to leave Tiru because she was totally scared and
Yeah,
afraid of the mountain or something happened there. And she couldn't come back.
She felt something is after her.
Yeah, exactly. She told me, I want to be the same woman, Marita, blah, blah.
Yeah, I want to stay as I am.
Exactly.
I have to go.
It's the first time I see someone that was very scared after she went to the cave of Ramana.
Shankar.
Yeah. And she was totally like running like hell. And as she didn't speak English, me neither, but she even less, I had to go with her, so it was bad business for me. So
Never bring a
No.
friend. No.
No, it was very strange. All night just hugging her because she was like hit,
Shaking,
and very
afraid.
scared. It was
Yeah.
really strange experience.
Because if that is after you,
Yeah, something.
you have to run.
Yeah,
Go back to your family, go back to your normal life and
yeah.
work and just leave it behind.
She never tried to, and she has, on the other hand, this small, she's white voodoo or something like that, this small figure of something that protects her, like, I don't know. She believes on that and she's comfort with that. but
Some
no-
Christianity stuff or
No, from Cuba.
Cuba,
I don't
Voodoo?
remember the name, voodoo, but white magic or white
Juju,
something.
voodoo. Yeah. White magic.
I don't remember the name. but-
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Everyone has his
But
little magic.
She lost it in Mallorca. She went to see you, and the other day she lost the small figure in the place where we were with you taking a beer or something. The next day she was totally crazy, saying, where is it? Where is it? It was very strange. It was in the place
Tja,
I met you.
you better don't bring
Maybe
someone
I am
with
speaking
voodoo
about
to me.
esoteric things. Yeah.
Voodoo
Sorry.
or voodoo not. No.
Sorry for speaking this story, but it was very strange.
Yeah, some things are strange.
Mm.
Some people come with some rings from Sai Baba or from something and then
Yeah,
they
that's-
break in front, when they come to the talks, they break. Or some bracelets, and they're given by the gurus or by some voodoo
Yeah.
masters or something. Then they break. Say, whoa, God. Strange. Zara Malis, he had the ring from, and then poof, broke in two.
Yeah, it was really strange.
Magic.
Hmm?
Magic.
No, it's like they try to, that you connect it to them. It's just like a ring, like you put a ring that you can beat him. And then, pow, energy explodes. It's not me. Huh?
Why is that? Because it doesn't go together? Like the ring and being with you, what happens?
No, because the masters want to control the disciples. And then in that field, it's not possible to keep the control. And then the ring breaks. The connection breaks. No, it's normal. The relationship cannot. No, it's like giving mantras and giving rings and giving thing and then
Mala?
malas and stuff. It's all keeping the connection, and it's like a branding somewhere.
It just doesn't go together.
No, gurus do that. They try to brand people, give them
Yeah.
branding, like
But I mean,
you are
meeting
mine
you-
now, you are
Meeting
mine.
you somehow it doesn't work.
To what?
Like what you said about the story of the ring, like meeting you, it does something that it broke.
There's
But is it that
the
we-
control is breaking.
Yeah, but how?
I don't have to know how. It just happens. Why do you want to know how?
See? Yeah?
It works together. We all work together. I don't. Yeah, it's a strange. It's like a magic. Gurus are snake charmers. They want to charm, and then they want to keep you and stuff. And you're a disciple. You're mine now, and don't go astray, and don't do that. And give you mantras, give you rings, and so. Yeah, but in some fields it doesn't work. If that is a field of when the connection breaks.
Yeah, when I met
The chain is breaking.
When I met Papaji at the Mala from Osho, and it was the most precious things for me. And then I made puja and I burned it,
Oh,
and I felt really good.
but Osho was already dead.
Yeah, but it has to do with me,
No. Yeah,
freeing.
This-
Like free.
for me it's like cows with a bell around their neck.
Yeah.
Also, that's why I laugh about Mochi, about this, the same malas with a picture inside and thing, repeating all that bullshit, and then selling the dust of the mountains of their $20 for one little bottle of the.
And Sahaya is public, so you can take the sun.
Yeah, but it's blessed by him.
Okay, like in the church, in the Christian church.
We went first 22 years, or the first time in Bavaria to Chiemsee. There was a festival or celebration thing. There was a couple, and they were selling enlightened stones.
Oh, yeah.
They always sitting €100, €200 to putting it on them, charging them, and then selling them.
Really?
But we had some fun there. They both were singing, bhajans. That was still a time they could sing around me. Yeah, it was strange. 2 years later in Tiro, Kali does, or someone wants to start singing. No one was interested. It was just, Om Namah Shivaya, Arunachala, Didn't work anymore. The only thing what worked was German, Volkslied, or Italian. Everyone from his country had to sing what he was. Junge komm bald wieder, or oh, Stefano, oh sole mio, da 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 da. That was fun. That maybe worked, but not this holy bhajan thing. I always call it bhajan. Kill town. Yeah, something doesn't work anymore. This little. Yeah. All the magic.
When you speak of that which is not fleeting, it sounds totally neutral or empty or not
Zero.
nothing.
Yeah, zero. Then you are the zero of the zero. You are the zero who doesn't know any zero. That is 0, 0. It's like this. That's why they make it the mudras like this. 0, 0. That is. And then this tree is, you realize yourself in that trinity. But you are 0, 0. then your awareness, I amness, and then the body, this Trinity. Father, Spirit, Son, but you are the 0, 0. That what is where it comes from. That what is realizing itself in that Trinity. That is Shiva 0, 0. The face of Shiva. Or the self, Atma. So there are 3 personal and 3 impersonal. That's why they sit always like this, mudras. Normally no one knows why they're sitting like that. I always have to tell them, me. There's a tradition that they sit somewhere like this and then, why you are doing that? Yeah, just, my teacher told me it, or I saw it in a book, I'm just doing it, but I don't know why. Yeah, but this is 0, 0. 0, 0, realizing itself in 3 personal and 3 impersonal ways. The personal, I awareness, I amness, and I, the body, the personal one, and the 3 type, whatever, without any ownership. With and without ownership. With my and without my. But both is coming from the same, from the self, which is 0, 0. So, it's all in your hand.
And where does the heart or love play into?
All here. That's a lover, that's a loving, and that's a beloved. This is a Trinity. And there is a love. You experience your love affair with yourself in a personal love affair and an impersonal love affair. The conditioned love and the unconditioned love. It's all there, all in your hand. It's all your experience. The lover, the loving, and the beloved. And then the love without a lover, without the beloving, and without the beloved. There's a oneness and a separate love and a oneness love. But it's all just different ways of you experiencing yourself. But that what is 0, 0 you cannot experience. And you cannot find what you are in one of this, in this tree or that tree. That is like the 8, the infinite. You see, the infinite sign. That is like in Tibet they have this together, like it's like when you put it into then 2 sides. Everywhere the signs. It's it's nothing new I can tell you. I can just explain what it all. The symbols are everywhere. The self is always self-explaining everywhere. There's no mystery in it. Chalaba?
The infinite.
The infinite.
Together. The infinite.
Yeah, it's the infinite. 0, 0. Eternal. Eternally infinite. The sign of infinity. 2 zeros together. Actually, it's 1 0. Just bent to 2. Yeah, 0, 0. But now you want to become a hero, the hero of life. Think. Ooh. Melon and grapefruit. What a mixture. Oh. Fass, Brause, Fass. It's like a dog drink. Fass, Brause. Yeah. Any questions about the 0 you are? And as you are that, this is your body. You experience yourself as your body, but you're not the body you experience. Huh? your trinity, the trijol. Shiva's trijol, this three. That is, you are that. When you are as much there and there or there or there or there, that's what you are. You are not less when you are the person, and you are not more when you are the spirit or the awareness. You're always that what is that.
Why is the attention, my attention is in the
There is
body?
no your attention.
Attention is in the body.
No, the attention is not in the body. You will never know where the attention is. What is attention? It's a nice word, but
Where my focus is?
what focus? Show me your focus.
Right now,
Show me the locus of the focus.
right now the locus of the focus is in this part of my body. Like this is what I feel predominantly at the moment.
You feel what?
Just I feel this part of my body at the
Oh,
moment.
you imagine it there.
Yes, I do.
So, but you just give it some location that you can locate it. It's in your neck now. And then where it goes,
It will move eventually somewhere.
it moves all the time around. Sometimes underwear. Sometimes in your bra. Sometimes when you want to go to the toilet, it's in your bag. So it's always moving, huh? What the fuck is going on? The attention moves all around me. There's actually a good technique from Jean Klein, that the attention moves through all your body. You just put your attention to your feet and then let it grow it up there in your hair, and then that it's free moving, that you can just freely move your attention through all your body, then to your space, to your room, to your universe, that your attention is not located permanently. It can just freely go everywhere. And now you feel it in your back, but then it's there and there, but so it has no final location. You don't even know what it is. You just gave it a name, like an energy field or like a perception field. Then you can say it's like a perception, moving through all the possibilities, but it has no location. Perceiving differently from different points of views, but in a way it can always change the point of view and the reference point where it looks from. That is Castaneda, all that when the montage point in your back, when starts moving, when you're not fixed on the body anymore and your attention go through all the possibilities, that you free your attention, your perception, that you use drugs for. Actually, when you have a different experience by drugs, your attention or your perception is shifting to a different point of reference point. Sometimes you can experience yourself as a tiger or animal or a planet, a stone, because your point of perception is shifting freely. But now you're so fixed on this body. Now you're like a stiff little whatever. As a baby, it's very free perception. In a baby, you don't know where the perception is. It needs really to be fixed by the surrounding, by the mother. You are that, and hammering in. It's identification thing, and that it gets stiff in your body on some point, personal perception point. Your reference point becomes a person. Yeah, and all the dynamic from Osho, all is like trying to shift the perception point. All the masters trying to shift your point of perception. That you see it's not fixed on anything. And when you see it's not fixed on anything, it's a freedom inside. It can shift whatever, it's freely shifting, whatever. And there's no fear anymore. So you don't need to have a fixed personality, like the ego, like a healthy ego, fixed personality. You know who you are, how you react and all of that. That's called a healthy ego. And if it's naturally happened by some people, that it's moving, then they end up in a cycle because they cannot live in normal circumstances. So they think they're crazy, but they're not crazy. It's just the point of perception is free moving. Sometimes whatever. Sure. And then they have to make a therapy to fix their point of perception again. That it becomes a healthy ego point. That they know who they are again and can act in life and work again and being a part of society. Sure. So what to do? Yeah.
So the way I see attention, when it's free, it's 0, 0. When it's more tense, it's I, and it's synonymous to consciousness. When it's more tense, it's I am, and this and that. The
More fixed, more fixed.
Yes. And the less tension attention gets, the more it's consciousness.
And then it goes into the totality again. It's like it has no fixed point. It's totally absence of reference.
So attention comes first, and then focus, and then whatever.
Yeah, attention, awareness point is the reference of awareness, and then spirit, space, and then the body.
Yeah, tensing attention
becomes tense, more and more tense. And when it's losing again, that is called, it is getting absolute again.
So what they call consciousness being conscious of consciousness, which is not a good term, it's just attention falling back to itself naturally.
No, actually it's more like awareness becomes aware to be awareness. So it's the first and the last reference point. But it's still a reference point. So, but because what is attention in nature has no reference.
Yes.
So for me it's more that is...
If it has a reference, it's already strangled. So
Yeah.
it's already,
So if you ask me, even awareness of awareness is still one reference too much.
But when there's awareness of awareness, consciousness rises.
Yeah, but it's a beginning at the end. That's the first and the last you can experience.
Yes.
But what you are not. So the first and the omega and
it's
the
alpha and the omega, and then it's
the alpha and the omega is the first and the last.
Yeah.
That is why the light meditation is like you meditate on the first light of awareness.
But you're prior to light.
Yeah, and then
prior
you are.
to sound.
Yeah, and then you are in spite of light.
That's the whole point of light and sound yoga.
Yeah.
To understand that you're prior to that.
That you are independent of it.
Yes.
That's very easy.
Yes.
Kirbal, I had some initiation in the mid-70s from Kirbal.
Kirbal Singh.
Yeah, with some friend who had a center.
Yeah.
And I always say, what to do? And let's do thing. So mantra, no mantra. And then that night he came in front of me, bloody master. And then it changed, boom, boom, boom. Changing perception.
So you got that initiation?
What?
You got that initiation?
No.
Oh, no.
But I was there in the, whatever, there was an initiation ceremony or something. I was just watching it. And then he came at night and then shifting the personalities, looking from him and looking from there, and then I told them, your bloody master came last night. Well, your master came. We have made it. We are doing it for 10, 20 years and he never comes. Fuck. So, because I don't want anything from him.
I was in an Osho center one time, and I was talking bad about Osho, and Osho visited me at night. And then I told the others, they were, Osho visited you, and I couldn't care less. Same story.
As long as you care, he doesn't come.
Oh, maybe.
No, if you give a shit, he comes. Yeah, it's always like that. If you don't need it, it comes naturally. If you're greedy and want it, it's like a block. And no one wants to be controlled by you, wants to be occupied. So the master doesn't come if you want to occupy him. He just comes when he can come and go as he likes. So freedom attracts freedom. Yeah. But normally disciples are greedy. They want to own the master. They want to control him. They want to embrace him. My guru, my thing, and he came to me.
It's early childhood psychology played out in
Connection. Like they are chained to each other. It's like a chain. whatever. That's why these rings or they broke.
It's like a distorted signal.
Yeah, it's, I don't know. Yeah, it's just a control, trying to control out of fear, that thing, and wanting to have something. And yeah, but even that they cannot help it. It's just, I don't know. But it all comes and goes anyway. Guru comes, Osho comes, Ramana came, he went again. Always inviting one. No. Be Ramana, be Ramana. Yeah.
Karl,
Yeah.
are these perception points, is there one at one time, or are all? I just had the feeling that all are there simultaneously, and something is choosing.
No, it's a choicelessness. It cannot control it.
But the feeling was all are there at the same
Yeah,
time.
it's permanently everything is there.
Yeah, that was just.
But the only freedom is a point of perception which is not by any choice moving. It's just by, there is no choice, no chooser. It just jumps around. But it can never get stuck in anything. It's just connecting, disconnecting, connecting, disconnecting. Awareness, I amness, this one, but it's always on, off, on, off, on, off, and sometimes not. And at night it's off totally. And in daytime maybe you shift.
But the shift is an illusion, or is it real?
I don't care about if it's real or illusion. It's just shifting. But that is freedom. The perception is always free to move. But it cannot decide where next to move. It shifts and it shifts. Yeah, but that's freedom. There's no control in it.
No, it's just.
No intention.
Yeah, it seems that everything is at the same time.
Everything is like a block existence.
Yeah.
Nothing comes, nothing goes. And then perception is free, jumping from one to the other. It's like people who can see the future or something. I believe it, yes, they can go there with that. Or the past, as you can, if you just remember some past in the past, you actually are there again. In the same circumstance maybe. Or everything is forever. The totality never moves. That's why I call it stillness. The stillness of every moment is eternal. Every experience is eternal. And the dream is that something is coming and something is going. Yeah, but the main thing is you have to get used that you cannot control it. And you don't have to control it.
There's no intention to control it.
Yeah, but normally as a person you try to control it. You want to be, out of fear, you try to fix it. You know what I'm saying? But even then you cannot fix it. And then it's moving and then what happens now? And you cannot leave what you are. So it doesn't matter how you experience yourself as a person or impersonal, personal, anything, awareness. The main thing is you don't get more or less by that. Your nature is, that's the only quality which is by any experience unchanged. Always naked in a way. But you can experience yourself in any dress. But what you are is always naked. Always. So you're undressed or dressed. So experience yourself as a person doesn't make you less. And experience yourself as awareness doesn't make yourself more, or not experience at all. But it's in helplessness too, and one has to get used to it. You cannot decide what comes next. And you don't need to, that's the main thing.
Helplessness feels very comfortable, very attractive.
Yeah, it's freedom. Yeah. Normally you're longing for that freedom. Because you're so fixed and the fear is fixing you on some point. And the fearlessness is freedom. And then you have, as I said, this is for me, this is like as much as good or bad as taking drugs and having some anything. This wonder that you can look at your hand or that you can drink, that's every experience is, wow, it's wonder. You're in a permanent wonder, what is going on? What the fuck is going on? You don't have to know it. What to do? But in shamanism, because it's always like if the touch of the nagual, it moves your montage point. And then you're suddenly in a different world. You experience total different experiences or something. And actually when I talk here, I talk to that point. It's like a blind spot, and I talk to it, and then it moves a bit there and then, and suddenly it may lose its fixation. Just by talking to it. Some get very hot, some get a bit nervous, they're always different.
There's a tendency to control to understand. Yeah, to understand what's going on.
Yeah, because
this is
because you want that you control it when it should happen, how you like it. You want to have it comfortable because you have an idea of preference. So this is your preference point, a person or this one.
It's more like understanding. That there is something that wants to understand.
Yeah, but trying to understand is trying to control, you know that. But it's natural too. But I can tell you, you will never understand how it works. And the beauty is you don't need to know how it works. It just works by itself. Yeah. That's nice. You will never had any influence. Never anyone who could control life. So that's why it's the beauty of it. And whoever claims that he is in control, you can just, he again. Who controls who? So who is in control? No one. Even life is not in control. Because for control it needs two. There is no two. All of that is what you are, and you just, jump from one bullshit to other. And none of that can make you more or less. So it's all great. It's all Satchidananda. Shit by shit. It's all your shit. Big shita. And I was a tough case, so I had to 5 years of peyote and that one going to Mexico and all that. I was a tough migraine for 5 years, and because the controller was so intense and whatever, not even out of fear, but I really wanted to know and controlling and things. Everyone knows that. Then comes migraine, and then comes this, and energy there in the back, and you think it's. Then you explain, it's my kundalini. No, it's your fucking kundalini. It's you're trying to control.
Would you say that in general, if someone has migraine?
It doesn't have to be, but I was like a knife going through your brain from there, like, and closing the windows, no light, and then everyone was. As I said, I could read under the blanket because there was lighting coming out of this bloody body because so much resistance. It's like the resistance of the bulb. There's only light because there's resistance. Yeah. So you resist yourself and then comes. And I'm now happy that this. But I see it sometimes. I see where they are then, where resistance. And then I see that it's. And okay, good luck. But for the perception, nothing happens. There's not the thing. Resistance breaks when it breaks, but not because you want to not to resist. Just by boop, and then it's gone. Poof. Surprise. In spite of all your effort. Poof. Never because. Nothing has a cause. That's the beauty of it. There is no because of something. It's all surprise. Oh. Unavoidable surprises. The price is high.
The baby and the monkey mind is not the same.
The what?
The monkey mind.
Yeah. And?
And the baby have a mind that is going.
The baby has no mind.
Is not the same.
No.
Then
The baby is without a reference point. The baby doesn't know to be a baby. It needs 3 years that the point of perception gets fixed on a personal fixing point. Identification. After 3 years, there's identification. 3 years, no identification. And then the mind starts. Because there's a reference point of the body, the me, ownership. And then it's your shitting and your whatever, your thinking. The ownership starts only with 3 years.
and then from the baby mind comes.
There is no baby mind.
I mean, okay, the no baby mind.
Okay.
On the monkey mind.
That comes with 3 years.
And then when you put yourself to have awareness to the body, for example,
No.
you go from the monkey mind to this.
No.
No.
No. Now I'm confused. No, as a baby there's just an I am consciousness. There's just consciousness. And then comes I am the body consciousness out of that. But already there's an I amness, but not mind. There's a spirit, but without any reference point, I amness. And then comes, after 3 years, the mother is succeeding, telling you, this is your body, ownership. And then comes mind. Then you're minding. The caretaker starts. You're taking care about what is yours. Before, baby has no ownership. If you ask the baby, what is about your... But it's 3 years, okay, it's mine. Just to have your peace, that your mother leaves you alone. You say, okay, it's my body. Fuck you. If you would say something. So it's all conditioned, all fixed. Nothing then. Well, what and then? And then you die with it.
How you arrive to the same mind of the same no mind of the baby.
You cannot go there back, you cannot go back. It's too late.
But for example, you are in a kind of a state
No.
like that. No.
I don't know where I am. Sometimes I am the body, sometimes I am spirit, sometimes awareness, sometimes neither. There's nothing different here. There's just carelessness, being in the body.
Allowing.
No, I'm not allowing anything.
Allow.
Who am I to allow anything? Perception is just shifting through everything and nothing happens. Nothing ever happened. All these differences doesn't make me less to have a body experience or identified with the body. And then it shifts to something else. What are you afraid of? Every night you leave your body behind. You don't care. And every morning, what happens with my body? So ownership is a problem. If at all there's ownership, fixed on something. You're imprisoned by ownership because you have something to lose or to gain. But even there, by that experience, it's not yours. Is there or not? So there is no advantage in anything. This is not a disadvantage, and being in the awareness point or reference point there or there, it's not an advantage. If this is not a disadvantage for what you are, if this doesn't make you less, then anything else doesn't make you more.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is freedom. That is always there. You were never less or more as you are, even in being identified with the body. It didn't make you less. And when the body goes, it doesn't makes you more or less what you are. You where you are, you will be that, in spite or despite of all experiences and all identification or non-identification, monkey mind or not mind.
Is again.
You
Somebody want to know.
You want to know and you want to find a better place
Hmm.
from where you can experience more comfort, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, it's nature, it's by love. For your beloved, you want to have the best. Love wants always the best for his beloved. The caretaker is a lover and always takes care about his beloved, whatever is his beloved. If your body is your beloved, you take care about your body. If spirit, then you take care about spirit. If awareness is your home, you take care about awareness. It's just different caretaking out of love. But none of them is better. Just take care, but don't care that you take care. Just take care. It's a natural caretaking. But don't expect an advantage out of it. And you will always fail anyway. Because whatever you take care about will be gone in the next whatever. But do your best, but it's never good enough. But you try very hard. Everyone tries and spends so much money on good food and good company. But then a healthy corpse. Corpus delicti. Leck me though. Leck me. Corpus delicti. But it's a very basic thing. The whole day you shift between so many different points of standpoints and ideas and things, and nothing happens. And every night you leave this thing and you go to the absence of any point of view. And you still are what you are. And in the morning this camera gets on and then you have the reference point of this camera. And you look out of this way, out of this angle and this one. But that what is experiencing that all differences is never changed by the experiences. Or is it? So perception never gets more or less. Whatever it's experienced, whatever is perceived, it doesn't make you more or less, isn't? What's the problem? But that is drugstore, that you see perception can shift from there to there, as this one and that one. It doesn't matter. Good body, bad body. Yoga is really bad. You make your best body you can have and then you die. You can stretch, you can reach all points of your body and you can do it until you, but still, it's very stretchable corpse at the end. Same with your spirit. You stretch out to the distance point of universe and what is. That's a beauty. You're never more or less as you are. The quality of existence you can never make more or less. And the rest is just more or less different quantity or intense or anything. But by no intensity you can... There's no consequence for what you are. That's the beauty of it. Whatever you experience, rape or the murder or anything what you have done or not done, has no consequence for what you are. You are uninterrupted, that what by all the changes is never changed. Absolute unchangeable by all the changes. And it's permanently changing. But there's always that what is unchanged. Absolutely unchanged. But still there's a little being afraid that there will be changes who change me. Or you wish that changes will change you. Even worse. Change. Change me. Have change in you. Yeah, but again, only falling in love with your body or even awareness, that is limiting you. Whatever you limits you, and love is limiting you, but even that limitation doesn't limit you. So it's nothing, there is no fear in limitation. Be limited, so what? You experience yourself as limited, having a body. But it doesn't limit you as in your nature, come on. You don't get less by having a limited experience of a tunnel view or anything, or having a wide view or this view or... Yeah. But you want... Everyone reads all the books what should happen, how it should be and what will happen then, and everyone after awakening is this one, and then you, before you fear, and then there's no fear, and then this one and that one, and all these books of before and after. And the yani is like this, and then you have to understand a yani, who knows a yani is not a yani, and I'm still, I'm no me, yami, doi, davi, da. Always in San Francisco there was a Rama, like a satsang, his spiritual name was No Me. He came even to a Tiro, Mr. No Me. His name was No Me. Quite arrogant, huh? No self. Yeah, Kölle. What?
Ja, ja. Ja, genau.
Ja, genau. Go now. On the point. Point. Yeah. Frau Wiese, something from Berlin? Came by train? No? By car?
Camper. Wohnmobil.
Ah, caravan. Gypsy. Ah, holiday in Weserbergland.
Yes.
Yeah, I have permanent holiday. Holy days.
But you're never going to the terminal?
No.
It's not so bad. It's quite okay.
I have no idea, I don't need it. It's always when it's so close you don't need it.
I need it,
Yeah, I mean, when it's next door you don't go.
It's boring.
Yeah, you can go every day. Doesn't know. It's like you have being married. You can have it every day, why should I bother? That way, they all complain about. Before it was so nice, and we were distant, and now living together, dead trousers. Tote Hose. So better never marry, just keep distance. Distance makes the heart go thunder. Thunder. Yes, I can give many advices. Practical advices. And they're as stupid as everyone. So don't get married with your awareness or any point. Don't make your home anywhere. Because for what you are, there is no home. You cannot rest anywhere. No rest in anything. Be that what never needs to rest. And what needs to rest is just a fiction. Huh? Only fictions get exhausted, but never you. Yeah, another point, did perception ever get exhausted? Huh? That's why in German the seer is never exhausted, like they call them seer. That what is a seer, but not what can be seen. Ramana was the same. You are that absolute seer, which can never be seen. And the seer you can experience, you can see, is not what you are. So be the seer who cannot be seen. Be the witness who cannot be witnessed. And the witness you can witness is not what you are. It's just an experience of a witness. But the experience of the witness is not the witness who cannot be witnessed. Very simple.
Ja. Genau.
Genau. That was the final last 5 minutes. Give you something to do tonight. Be the witness, be the dreamer who cannot be dreamt of. Yeah?
Short thing. You say there's a way of the dreamer and the way of the stalker. And what does that mean, the way of the stalker?
Stalking is you go around your personality and you see you're not that what you believe to be. You put yourself in circumstances you cannot control. It's like you married someone who is a tyrant, who really controls you and gives you the worst time of your life. And you have to experience the helplessness of your being. That's stalking. You destroy your personality, your idea that you can decide something by putting yourself in circumstances you cannot control. That is stalking.
Isn't it always the case? That you are in circumstances you cannot control?
Yeah, but not aware, you're not aware about it. And then you become aware that it's really not in your hand what happens. There's really like the circumstance control totally what happens. But normally you always have a loophole. You think you have still some little control of it. I could go any moment. It's in my hand to end the relationship. I can end something. But then you are in a no way out circumstance. That is stalking. It's like you are the prey. You are the prey yourself, and you're stalking yourself. You're stalking, you put yourself in circumstances which are uncontrollable, which is really like dominating you, tyranny, like a tyrant in front of you. Someone who is controlling totally what you are and what you're doing and what you're not doing, what you're allowed to do. And yeah, then being alert. This is alertness training. And the dreamer is just dreaming different meetings somewhere there and perception exercise.
Means really dreaming? Or
Yeah, in dreaming.
Or just daydreaming?
No, both. Just that your perception can disconnect from the body and is free to go wherever it likes and blah blah blah. That you're not stuck in anything. And the other thing is being totally stuck in something. So both absolute total circumstances. Being totally stuck and being totally unstuck.
And can they both?
No, you are a dreamer or you're a stalker. You cannot be both. No. You want to be both, huh? I know, French always want to have both. They want to be franchising everything. Or maybe sometimes there's 90% dreamer and 10% stalker, or mixed. But normally it's better to be one in that, but you cannot decide. That's why they have someone who sees them as they are and then tells them, gives them the right techniques. That's why it's a master for the seer, the shaman and thing. Just that he sees what you are. And not you. As you read a book and then you decide what you are.
Then tell me.
What? What you are?
Yeah.
You are not French. That is good news, huh? That's the beginning. Every day a little bit less, or I tell you more what you're not. Yeah, actually it's more telling you what you're not.
Yeah.
Because what you are, I cannot.
The way, the dream, the way of the stalker.
Yeah, it's in any. It's like in yoga. There is the same in the book in India. It's the same techniques. Jnani and Bhakti. Bhakti is totally giving yourself, devoting yourself to the Guru. He becomes your master. You just do whatever he likes, whatever he tells you.
That's a stalker?
That's stalking. Bhakti. You really give up your free will. You make seva and not for anything. And Jnani is you go with your intellect, your perception.
You can be one time like this,
No.
and then
No.
another time
No.
like that.
See, she wants to have everything. Greedy bastard, greedy French bastard. Wow. No, but actually she doesn't want devotion, she doesn't want both of that. She wants to have a special French way.
She's not French.
French always want to be special, you know that.
But she's not French.
She is French.
Well, you said
That's
she's
a French tendency. What she is not French, but her French tendency is very strong. Her conditioning is French. What she is not, but the conditioning is French. Like your is German. The same, I don't know. Undecided. Ruler. No, it's like, and then everyone wants to know, it's like astrology. What am I? What is my star sign? What can I do? And what is this one? Am I too old now for that? Or yes, you're old. Yes, you're much too old for it. Just give in. Okay. Yeah, good. It's already overtime.
Yeah. Oh.
Have a good, pleasant nightmare. It's all a nightmare anyway.